Hey, beautiful people. That's right. You saw the title. Damn this 10-year challenge. And I'm not just saying it because I am one of those that are like, here we go again. Somebody else done set something in motion that we all got to fall in line and do. I'm always trying to be unique or not go with the crowd. So I try to do these things like when everyone is not jumping on board and doing these things. So I'm not saying it just because I'm saying it because I know that it's not always easy to look back. And I wanted to speak to those that it wasn't like, oh, look at me then, look at me now. I wanted to speak to those people. I know for me personally, when I started to look back at my pictures from 10 years ago, I was like, good Lord, so much has changed. Relationships are gone, roles I was playing are gone, who I was, you know, is gone on some occasions, has evolved and, grown, and started to think about a lot of the things that I went through 10 years ago. And gratefully, I was able to look at it from a healed place. But I know for all that is not the case. I know for some, you looked and you were like, I weighed more physically. Or you look now and you see how much you weigh now, not just physically, but weigh due to emotional baggage, how much you weigh now. You looked and you see people that are missing from your life that were in your life, people that have passed away that you wish were here. You've seen roles that you were playing or jobs that you had, and, mistakes you've made. And it wasn't all happy and good lucky and, to look back and see how, 10 years and look at me now. That wasn't the case for you. So this is for you to note. These tips are for you. Yeah. So tip number 1 is if you are emotionally charged by looking back, and I'm not like that happy emotional charge, but that, on the other side of the spectrum of emotionally charged, when you look back, you have some sadness, you have some regret, you have whatever you have on that side of the spectrum of emotions. I want you to be with it and let that be a sign of healing that still needs to take place. That is when, that sorrow, that what you feel, that's your body telling you, listen, we're not okay in this area. So be with that and do your best, not do your best, get yourself whatever help you need to heal in those areas. This is also about, maybe you have lost someone that was very dear to you in the midst of the 10 years, and, looking at pictures just made you miss them more. Be with that. Think of those moments that you had with them that you are happy for, that you had with them, and yeah, you're gonna miss them, but, just be with that, missing them in that moment, and just remember all the good that having them in your life brought you. Talk to them if you need to. Let them know how much you miss them. Do whatever you need to do to see yourself through whatever part of the grieving process you are in. I also wanted to speak to reflecting. You look back and you're like, Lord, like I was. But I also had to be like, oh my gosh, I've gone through so much. So when you're reflecting back, don't forget to look at how far you've come. And even if you're like, I haven't come so far, but you are yet still alive and you yet still have breath in your body, so it's not over. So know that it's not over. You can't go back. We can only move forward. So use whatever mistakes that are coming up in your head that you made in 10 years ago. You're like, dang, if I could take it all back, I would do this instead of that. I wouldn't have been with that dude. I wouldn't have done that girl. I wouldn't have took that job. I wouldn't have said yes to that opportunity. You know, we can't go back and do that. We can only move forward. So based off of the decisions we did make 10 years ago, what have you learned about you? What have you learned about how you want your life to be? You know, just have a reflection moment so you can help yourself, you know, heal and just see 10 years ago in a better light. Okay. So we're going to take the negatives and turn them into positives by seeing all that the negatives brought to our lives, because things grow out of fertilizer, and y'all know what fertilizer is made out of. Poo. I'm trying not to cuss. Okay. So out of the poo, you grow. So look at all of the stuff that you've been through, and realize that you have grown in some way. Look at how you set those boundaries that you didn't have 10 years ago, or you decided this isn't for my life, and now I know this is for my life, and that's not for my life. Whatever it is, turn your negatives into positives by seeing how you can move forward with the information that you have gathered through your 10 years. Thank your 10-year-old self, not your literally like, when you was 10, but from 10 years ago. Thank her. Thank him. Thank him for all that it has taught you, all that has brought you to who you are today. Everything that you've been through built who you are today. And if you are unsatisfied with who you are today, good. Because take that energy and let it fuel you making a difference in your life. If you're not happy about who you are right now, well, who you think is the main contender on changing that? You already know. So I want to say to you that are not happy, good. Use that energy to make the difference, to make the change, and feel better about 10 years ago and feel better about who you are today. Okay? What else did I wanted to say? Y'all know I gotta look at notes. I'm at that age. Yes, I am. 10 years ago, I didn't have to do that. I would remember. But but it is what it is, and I'm okay with it. And I'm grateful for it, actually, because it's either aging or dying. So I'll take the aging. So yes, so I just want to, I think I said all that I wanted to say in this video. So just take this opportunity to realize what is not healed. I'm recapping now. Realize what is not healed. Take that moment, sit with it, and do the work. Now you know this 10-year challenge came up just in time for you to realize, I'm not quite over that just yet. Thought I was. Take this moment. If you're missing someone that was in your life that passed away, take this moment to think of all the good that came from having them in your life. If there was bad that came in your life and you need to let things go, forgive, and move on, do that. And you may look at yourself like, Lord, I was so stingy, and now look at me. Well, that's fine. You are still yet alive. And if you want to change the thing, you're going to change the thing. Okay? So just know that looking at 10 years ago, thank that person and reflect and take in everything that person 10 years ago has taught you. Reflect and realize how far you've come. Be proud of you. Be proud of you. Be proud of you. You are yet still here. You are yet still alive. You have survived so much. Okay? So don't be so hard on yourself because you don't align with where you thought you would be by now. Don't be so hard on yourself because you are comparing yourself to other people that was in the same classroom as you. And they got all the things that say success. and you do not. Success comes in many ways. Okay? So know that, believe that, and compare leads to despair. That's why I said don't do it. Only compare yourself to you. Okay? Got it. All right, that's it for today for this Tipsy Tuesday. All right, so that's it for now, and I'll see y'all all next time. Bye.